Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley are both serving long prison sentences. The reality TV show couple from Chrisley Knows Best are serving a combined 19-year sentence on tax and fraud convictions. However, it looks like they won't have to serve their full sentences. This is good news for Todd and Julie and their fans. Here is what changed with the couple's prison sentence. Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to a combined 19 years after a court found them guilty of tax evasion and fraud. However, the release date has been moved up somehow, and the couple will both serve less time than expected. The Chrisley Knows Best stars received their sentence in an Atlanta federal court in November 2022. Their crimes were reportedly for defrauding banks of more than $30 million. They allegedly provided fake financial statements, making it look like they had more wealth than they really did. The prosecutors said they used these loans to buy expensive cars, take big vacations, and live a lifestyle they didn't have the money for. In the meantime, they hid their money from the IRS so they didn't have to pay taxes. The sentencing was 12 years for Todd, and Julie received 7 years. They reported to prison in January 2023. This means Todd Chrisley would remain behind bars until 2034 and Julie until 2030. However, their release dates are not in those years. Based on information provided by the Federal Bureau of Prisons Inmate Tracker System, Todd, register number 72,600-019, has a release date of January 22, 2033. Julie, register number 72,601-019, has a release date of October 19, 2028. This means Todd gets out 2 years earlier than expected, and Julie goes home after just 5.5 years served. There is also a chance that the Chrisley Knows Best couple gets out even sooner if they remain model prisoners and get time reduced for good behavior. Federal inmates can receive 54 days a year of good conduct time. They can also get time taken off for completing certain programs while in prison. While the early releases are great news, Todd and Julie Chrisley are still appealing their original court decision. The couple still proclaims their innocence. Their attorney has also stated that their constitutional rights were violated and they didn't receive a fair trial. Their attorney also said that their living conditions in prison are terrible, with both living in 100-degree temperatures in prisons that are not following the law regarding safe living conditions. Savannah Chrisley has also commented on this, and she said Julie is having a harder time behind bars than her dad. Seeing Emmy Metters as a young Julie Chrisley, however, many fans hold out hope. Could this couple reconcile their flame for a third time? Fortunately, Chrisley Knows Best fans won't be left to fester with this question. Chase was happy to shed some light on whether there could still be a future for him and Emmy. Chase Chrisley and Emmy Metters. Third time's a charm? Sitting down with his sister, Chase Chrisley admits both he and Emmy Metters had a lot of *T going on in their lives. He, however, clarified the difference was she decided not to stick around and endure his problems with him. Moreover, he adds there was a serious lack of disrespect on both sides of the relationship. For that reason, it really just didn't work. Defending himself, he wanted it to be clear that he was not the only one at fault for this relationship ending. Without going into detail, he accuses Emmy of a lot of dirty *. By the end of it, he reveals her true colors came to the surface, and he'll never be able to see past them. Chase Chrisley added he had God to thank for seeing the things he couldn't see and ultimately moving Emmy Metters out of his life. He admitted he would always have a love for her. Furthermore, he wasn't interested in *ding on her. The flame between them, however, was out for good. Were you holding out hope that Chase and Emmy would get married? Do you compare Emmy to a young Julie Chrisley? More importantly, what are your thoughts on Savannah and Chase painting a less perfect picture of Emmy Metters? Was she not as good as she seemed on social media and on the show? Posting for the first time in just shy of a year on his profile, Todd Chrisley continues to call out the corrupt justice system that put himself and his wife behind bars. At the very end of the lengthy post, the caption does clarify the post was made by Todd Chrisley's team. Now, Savannah Chrisley has previously admitted during her podcast that she controls both her father's and her mother's Instagram accounts. So fans assume it was her who made this post. Savannah even popped into the comments, seemingly confirming it. In her comment was not about Todd and Julie's situation, at least not directly. The post was about a man who was incarcerated with Todd, a man who the family felt also got taken to the cleaners by the corrupt justice system, a man with a voice people needed to hear. The caption of the post explained, "Our federal system is broken. Please take time to read this letter from a man that is incarcerated with me. He is the chairman of the Black Republican Caucus of Florida." Todd's post continued by asking when the BOP would finally be held accountable for mending the broken system. The post noted the conditions of the facility Todd was locked up in were scary, dangerous, and needed to be investigated. Many fans admitted to Savannah and her father that they just weren't going to read the letter because it was entirely too long. Many, however, stood behind her in agreement that Todd and Julie should be free. Surprisingly, Todd's Instagram comments have been turned on for the first time in nearly a year. What do you think inspired Savannah Chrisley to post this on Todd's Instagram instead of posting on her own? Do you think Savannah gets her father's permission before utilizing his social media accounts? Moreover, did you know Savannah managed her parents' Instagram profiles? Share your thoughts in the comments, and keep coming back for more Chrisley news.